Geologists, for the gas masks, they have these little monitors, and when it gets to a certain point, they allow it. They leave. And plus, the other thing that happens is the lava lake in the craters, the smaller craters, 600 feet across, and it heats up the rock above on the edge, stresses them, and then they fall down and break open the surface, release gas, and you have small explosive eruptions. You can see a trace of the road. And that's full of rock. Some pretty big, like 1 ton. Yeah. So it's a dangerous spot. In fact, the old Overlook is right where the sulfur dioxide is going right now. Yeah. And technically, all you see is things, tears on the lava terrace here. Bathtub. So what we're going to do is we'll take the trail. This first part is actually the most challenging. There are a couple places I always put it in 4-wheel drive. And we'll look at some olivine crystals. And then we'll go over to the bench and take a look at all of these.
Attends, je vais regarder parce que j'ai pas tout compris quand même.
Lava tube made this.
Yeah, this is where they are like went out and then
Yep.
What is that sound? What are you
Huh?
what is that sound? Like does they
I'm just
call
calling
it
the birds. Yeah.
I'm so afraid of birds.
So this lava tube is called Nahu. Nahu means the light.
So this is day 3 of the Big Island Backroads trip. A significant improvement this year in navigation is a Garmin brand GPS, which tells you where you're going. The little triangle at the bottom is where you are. The big broad purple line is the path you're supposed to be following. Upper left corner, it tells you where the next turn is, tells you where you are, which is in this case Chain of Craters Road. Usually it displays down here in the bottom the speed on the left and the distance traveled on the right, but for whatever reason this display is telling me when sunrise is. So I haven't figured out what's going wrong with this program, but it's got a series of programs that are set up in it, and so you can select the one you're traveling on which day, and then it guides you along the course. So you don't have to, we still have the paper directions, but you don't have to read through all that. I'm just giving a little tutorial here.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
It's 2 of our members and one of our leaders. So here we are traveling downhill on the Chain of Craters Road around the Kilauea crater. Okay, it still says 0.4 miles to a left turn. Okay, this looks like the left turn. This is a lava flow from over 30 years ago, 40 years ago, I guess. People walking among the lava flow areas.
Don't take them off.
Is the Atlantic greener than the Pacific?
Yeah.
Is it?
I thought the Atlantic was browner than the Pacific. everything I've seen of it, except when you get out to like Bermuda or the Caribbean, where you're further away from civilization. It's
no other brand makes them. So when I go running, I can put like shoes, my phone, whatever I need in there. It's awesome. It's really rocky.
I was saying to these guys, I bring a rain jacket with me called a zoo,
Yeah.
and then you can kind of tell. The leader favorite is the farmer favorite. This.
Oh, on the top one. Okay, well, I'll just go for it.
Lots of papaya, which I think you like.
Yeah.
Did everyone make sure? It looks like everyone's got their key. And if you did bring dry socks, it looks like today's going to be pretty good. But you could always put them in the van, and then if it does rain, you want to change, you can grab them out of there.
So which van?
Good question. Sorry, the van with the trailer attached to it. So
Is
the
the one
closest.
that the Apex going?
Yep.
Although, it might not have been such a good question because there's only one van sitting here.
There's actually another, but it's
Oh,
like
okay, I
behind
didn't
it.
see it.
Yeah.
From where it was, I thought,
No.
oh, what a stupid question, you know? It's like, there's one.
Well, you're used to two.
To avoid it running into this town, and really to no avail, they weren't able to do it. So they lost a few structures down here, Market, but Pele kind of threw in the towel right at the last minute before they had too much destruction. So that was going on last year, a really big deal. Hilo, this is the county seat of the island. It was the original governmental, if you will, seat under the rule of King Kamehameha the Great. So it still stands today that this is the county seat. It's ruled by the county of Hawaii, so this is not a proper designated city, but it's a county. So Hilo and Kona are two major cities or towns on the island of Hawaii. And there's a kind of big difference between the two. A lot of people say there's different energy in both the towns. Hiloans don't typically come over to Kona side, and Konaans don't typically come over to the Hilo side. And there's a reason for that. A lot of people, they get kind of a bad rap over here. But there is so much history over here, and these guys have withstood so much that's going on. They've got the threat of the lava flows coming from Kilauea. They've had destructive tsunamis come through and wipe out downtown. They are the rainiest city in the nation. So they've got the trade winds coming in from the east. So they've got so much kind of working against them over here. So they have kind of withstood the test of times. They're rough and tumble people. So they pack a little punch, more so than the Konaans, who are sitting over here like, paradise, we can sprinkle here, sprinkle there. It's pretty cruisy. They're protected from all of those harsh elements. So as we make our way down into the city, you'll see kind of remnants of the past of Hilo. It was once a bustling metropolis thanks to the sugarcane industry, which boomed here in the late 1800s and all through the 1900s up until
And that was the debate. Johnny wanted to go to New York and have a vacation. And I said to him, but I didn't want to, I just said, here's the suggestion.
Okay, this is day 4, and we are approaching Hilo. And so this device says in 0.2 miles, make a left turn on Awa Street. And of course, I'm not going any speed right now. Distance 20.4, actually it went into suspended animation for 3.3 miles. So we're actually at 23.7 was the actual distance traveled today.
Right, exactly. Like, we're not going that way. So pretty. Left the back. Left the direction.
And we follow the shoreline around here all the way until we cross a bridge somewhere down here. Ah, that bridge.
you get bombed by.
Your faces are a little shadowy. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Thank you. Gosh, this is so beautiful. Okay, Dave, I'm getting one of you. Smile.
day 5. The instructions here are make a U-turn in 6.6 miles. Our route is going out about 8 miles, coming back 8 miles to the starting point as the first leg of the trip today.
On this side you get the sign and him.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Better.
On this side. You'll have to ask him which rock this was. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking when you said that. Similarities in a lot of.
So this is the turnaround point up ahead, and what the display shows now is there's a short distance to the turnaround, and on the bottom the display gives time to the point and the distance to the point in various denominations. Of course it's paused now because I've physically stopped, but that'll count down to 0 on the bottom right once arriving at the next event, the next turn. So this is the turnaround point for this part of the morning. This is not dirt from construction. These are old lava flows that have not yet had any vegetation formation. Okay, this is one wing of where we're staying, the Fairmont Orchid. This is on the big island of Hawaii. The swimming pool actually winds around quite a bit. Bit of a hidden hot tub over here. Main section of the hotel, and then another wing of the hotel. Swimming pool there. Main part of the hotel. There's a restaurant over here. And a swimming area, sort of a lagoon off the ocean. Now you can rent snorkel equipment here if you didn't bring your own. And if you just get out here around these rocks, I had at least 4 turtle sightings just past these rocks today while snorkeling, and a fairly good abundance of tropical fish in the waters here. During daytime hours you can rent various equipment from here. And this is where we'll have our farewell dinner for Backroads tonight. So this is the bathroom setup in the hotel room. Tub, 2 sinks, toilet, and a separate shower. Across the hall is a closet. Okay, this is these are lava fields all around from over 100 years ago, and almost nothing's grown on them. Just a little ways from the Fairmont Orchid Hotel. We are traveling into a huge headwind, which feels worse than an uphill climb. So I turned a different direction. We still have fierce headwinds. This is day 6. Just going to be a little 1-hour bike ride before we finish the Backroads week.